Vinny, Shamrock Rovers tomorrow night. I suppose it's probably just all about building on the momentum of last week.
Yeah, I think we've had three good different performances to three of them. We were really good in the first game, not so good in the second game, and I thought at times against Derry we were very close to what I want from the team. But this is the most difficult game of the season away to Shamrock Rovers, and a really strong squad, and they're battling away to win the league, and the results have been a bit up and down, so they'll feel they need a big performance, and I think they look forward to playing Dundalk, to be fair, in terms of it being a big game. So a big challenge for us going up to Tallaght, and we've got to be prepared properly and just do our business right. And we've trained well, but it is a difficult game for us.
Yeah, you've had the benefit now of a full week on the pitch with the players, which is something you are looking forward to.
Yeah, no, it's been brilliant, and the reaction from the players has been outstanding. We haven't picked up an injury now in the 2 weeks as well, which is good. I think we've been very unlucky as a club with injuries over the season, so we're starting to see the benefits of that on the pitch, and the intensity in training has gone up as a result of that. So we're in a very strong place, but it's all part of building. There's no way 1 week or 2 weeks in the training ground will fix everything, but we've come a decent way, and I expect us to be very organised against Shamrock Rovers on Friday.
Yeah, just ask you about a couple of players who returned this week. Wilfred Zahibo's obviously back. He was quarantined for a couple of weeks. He was back last Friday. You've had him now in for a week. What have you made of him?
No, he's an outstanding footballer. He's someone who really have high hopes for in terms of his style and his passing range, and he's got a real bit of development in him as well to make tackles and stuff, and we've lost someone who done that, so there's a huge boost for us. He's finding out a little bit about me, and I'm finding out about him a little bit this week. So in terms of he's come back and there's a new manager in place, and the style of the team has changed ever so slightly, so he's adapting and I'm adapting to him, but really positive. It's like a new signing having him in the club.
In terms of those lads, Vinny, that have come in this season and didn't work with you before, I'm sure it is going to take them a bit of time to get to know your methods and the way you work. Yeah,
well, I think first of all what I've been really surprised by, because when you look from the outside in, you do question, or we question some of the signings as fans or whatever watching in, but the quality of some of the players in the club. But it's been really difficult for our players who have arrived. So many of them arrived together. So much things in Dundalk is closed at the moment. They're sitting outside coffee shops maybe, and that's about it. So they haven't had that experience of real life, and it can be difficult, and particularly when you go to a country of not your birth. So they've had a really difficult time, and I think it's been more about picking up their confidence and building a bit more of a team spirit with the other guys, and letting them develop. But there's quality in our signings, and of that there's no doubt. It's just that togetherness has to come, and it's difficult because the players around here, the senior players like Brian Gartland, Pat Hooban, Patrick McElhenney, always looked after new recruits around town, and they can't because of COVID issues. There's not a lot they can do with them, so that's difficult, and it's been a very difficult time for our imported players. So I think we've got to give them a little bit of time and respect.
Yeah, you mentioned new signings. Will Patching's obviously back. He feels like a new sign. You obviously brought him to the club last year. He's been brilliant for Derry in the first half of the season. I'm sure you're hoping he can replicate that now. Yeah,
I think his assists and his goals he's very high up on the charts. I've watched him live 4 times this season for Derry, and he's run games for them, to be fair. Slightly different style than what we would have played, but no, Will and Wilfred are like 2 new signings in the club for me. That's what it feels like. Real shot in the arm for the team. Will's a very popular guy in our dressing room, always was. So as I said, I brought him to the club. I don't doubt his quality, never did. I felt it would take him. It always takes people time to arrive in Ireland. People don't understand it, and to adapt to our league. But he's done that now with Derry, albeit, and he's ready to go if he's called on.
Yeah, and finally tomorrow night, 100 Dundalk fans in Tallaght. It's the first time we'll be able to bring away fans to an away ground. We've always had brilliant support up there over the years, and even those 100 there tomorrow night, I'm sure will make their presence felt.
Yeah, I would hope so. I think it's important. I mean, Tallaght can be a hostile place to go to. They've a very experienced bench who aren't shy about putting it up to you. We've got to match them, and we've got to match them on the pitch and off the pitch as well, in terms of albeit only 100 fans, but they certainly got to get behind the team. As I said, it's the most difficult game of the season, away to Rovers, but we'll dig in, we'll leave all we can on the pitch, and very much we show a little bit of pride in the jersey, and that's all we can do, and the rest is up to the lap of gods. We were there a year ago in one of the great games of League of Ireland, and it went against us, so hopefully we can have another great game and it goes for us this time.